You're at Steve Morris Engines. I am Steve Morris. Kyle Morris is holding the phone and doing video on this today. This is one of our 427 LS packages for Airboat that we just did a conversion over from the Kenny Bell supercharger that was on it. And we'll put the link for this video right up here. Can't remember which side he's going to put it on. Of what we did originally. This is over 4 years ago that we built this engine. So Rob been beating the crap out of it. It's been loving life. It was making 1,050 or 1,054 horsepower, something like that. So this was straight 93 octane pump gas. Where exactly he's going to run it in the boat, you know, the normal deal. So this is a little bit lower timing and a little bit lower boost. And it's been beating the crap out of it for all those years, and he finally said, hey, I think I want to freshen this thing up. While we're at it, let's make some more horsepower. I said, well, if we want to make more horsepower, I said, all things said and done, you know what, let's go to the Magnuson 2650 blower, which is what we were having here. I love the way the drive works and everything on here. I love this whole little cog belt setup. This is just very nice. I like that, and allows us to do and play around with the pulleys up, a pulley up front, and then change pulleys and combinations back here. So it's a great deal. I like that. So all we did was put rings, bearings, gaskets in it. Same exact engine. Everything's exactly the same. It did same valves for everything. Is just really rock solid. I mean, this thing has hundreds and hundreds of hours of airboat time on it. Rob races the crap out of this thing too, so really good. But I don't have the graphs to compare because we did that so long ago. That was a different dyno data acquisition software ago, and I lost some of that data, so you have to watch the video if you want to see what it used to do. But anyways, you can see here we did, it is literally just a supercharger intake manifold change. Now, one thing you might want to notice is this is an LS. Notice the turnout on it. So we've made this all work in order to get the turnout, because his seat back is right here, and we couldn't do a forward facing like was normal on the supercharger. We had to do a turnout. So we've made adapters and have made this for a normal LS style throttle body. Just pretty good deal altogether. So think what else we got here. It's kind of interesting because we'll at the exact same, I believe it's the exact same amount of boost. Is that what he said? It was 13.5 before too, I think.
Yeah, so it makes the same boost.
Same boost, same exact engine. You can judge for yourself. So I'm pretty tickled pink with that. I think that's working really well. Now, another thing to understand is this is not a max effort engine. This is not. This is a airboat engine that needs to be running, like all you boat guys like to say, hours upon hours upon hours at full throttle. You're correct. Oh, you see that? I was talking crap, and it got all choked up. Anyways, so it is not a maximum effort thing. Yes, can we make more horsepower? If we tailor this whole thing differently, we could. But we really have tailored this to, it needs to run on 93 octane gas, so it has lower compression ratio. We have less camshaft in this thing. There's a lot of things that we do on these style engines, because that's our niche, is we do all these drag and drives, long endurance, airboats, long travel buggies. We do a lot of different things. So this isn't just some class engine for factory X or something like that.
Low RPM too.
Yeah, and low RPM. So because so we don't have lots of camshaft. We're not trying to do a maximum effort to see how much horsepower this blower can make. That wasn't ever the point. The point is, let's see the horsepower difference, because we need to make more horsepower, but we're not going after the whole engine in order to do it. It's like, no, I think we just need to make a different blower change. So it's exactly what we did. It's going to be interesting. Let's see exactly what this thing does. We're going to go through a bunch of tuning I'm not going to cover it. Kyle's doing the tuning on this. So by the time we get to the final pulls, which we'll video, this thing will probably have 20 plus, maybe 30 plus pulls on it, right around there, which isn't a big deal on an engine like this because obviously it's going to go out and get beat on anyways. But we're not going to waste your time just sitting there watching us make pulls. So anyways, let's go run this thing, and we'll show you some final numbers here on pump gas, so there'll be comparison, and on E85. Got that cool whiny sound afterwards. Alright. Pump gas, 93 octane, 1246 and 6400. That is pretty good. Peak torque, 1,150 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800. Now, that is, that's getting right after it. We're gonna tune it down just a tick. Honestly, we're gonna tune this down just a tick for when he does put it in the airboat, because it's maximum, it's flat out maximum load for a long time. So we'll just take a little bit out of it, and we have the knock sensors on, and we can have a lot of precautions there, but that is a really nice, solid, good piece. How many pounds boost? Is that gauge right?
No.
Nope, it's a little off.
Damn well.
It's 13.5 pounds of boost.
That's
right?
what it will be, yeah.
Yes, that is what it's been at. It's 13.5 pounds of boost. Now that's on the pump gas, and now we'll show you the E85 tune. All right, now what'd you do to it? Converted it?
Changed fuel. Pump E85.
Changed fuel to pump E85 from Myers gas station down the road.
Yep.
Didn't even check it to see what it actually is, but
Yeah, I promise you, it's probably not good. But I mean, well,
It's probably close.
We want to tune for a fuel that's, you know.
yeah, it's probably this time of year. It's probably 80, E80, maybe E75.
Probably 75.
Yeah. But what we want to do is just drain the fuel, put fuel in, no change in tune-up. But this is where we would leave, timing in it, just because it is a safer fuel. So this is because it's higher octane. It's a safer fuel, cooler fuel. The tune-up isn't. So the timing. I'm sorry. All the timing is exactly the same. There's no difference in timing. It is just fuel differences in the map. So sorry, there is a difference. It is not directly. You can't just swap it in. It doesn't have a dual fuel sensor. It's not going to calibrate it that way. So it is two separate tunes, but the exact same timing. So we're not changing timing, not doing anything like that. All right, rock and roll. I just moved the fuel stand over when you did that because it blew the exhaust off right at the end. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. All right, so here you go, and we just popped open the overlay. So that is made 1273 at 6600, 1167 at 4700, and basically it is let's see, basically it's about 20 horsepower just across the board in horsepower pickup from the E85. That's pretty normal, makes sense. I think that's a pretty good thing, and it's just a safe fuel, so super safe, or makes it much safer to be racing on, because Rob does a lot of racing. So he's going to just drive and play around on pump gas, do his normal deal, hang out on the water, play with his friends, all that other kind of stuff. But when it's time to race and time to hoot on this thing and root on it, he's gonna put E85 in it, put the E85 tune in it, which will make 1273. And he wants to prop it. So the deal too is that he's now currently propping the boat to 6,300. So that's why we're revving this up. So last 2019, yeah, this was 4 years ago that we originally built this engine with the Kenny Bell blower, now converted over to the Magnuson. So 4 years ago. This is the exact same engine, same piston, rod, crankshaft, cylinder head, block, camshaft, everything. Just swapped it over a blower. But anyways, propping it. So he was running it at pretty much 5,600 RPM. Now he's gonna spin it up faster and gonna go in that 6,300 RPM range at max, racing kind of deal. So anyways, I think this is a really sweet deal. Nice project, airboat combination, big power. This thing has been running for 4 years in his boat, and he drives it a lot. We've been down there and ridden in the boat with him a lot, and does a lot of racing with it. So very good combination, solid deal, 427 cubic inch, Magnuson supercharged now, just pick up that extra power. So I'm Steve Morris.
I'm Kyle Morris. Have a good day.
There you go.